everyone. Welcome to Posture Alignment. My name is Lisa Nudel. So today's routine is going to be all about someone that has a scoliosis. So scoliosis really starts on the hip. Usually one hip goes higher than the other one, and the torso, because of that, goes into the side. So we get a misalignment of the hip. One goes higher, the torso goes into the side, and because you're not going to walk like this, what the body automatically does is turns the torso to find its own center. So from a posture point of view, we're going to be addressing elevation of the hip, offset of the torso, which means leaning into the side, and rotation of the torso to compensate. When the hip goes down, with time, the torso goes back to center and the torso rotates back. So those are the things that we're going to address. A lot of people that don't have scoliosis have elevated hips. Some people have rotation. So whether you have scoliosis or not, this routine is going to help you in many ways. So I want you to start lying down on the floor and putting your legs on the chair. Make sure that you're bending your knees in a 90-degree angle, which is what we call static back. So you're going to lie down here, and you're going to bring the arms into a 45. 45 means the hands are located between your shoulders and your hips. You're going to bring the back of your leg, the hamstring area, close to the chair, center the head, relax your feet, keep a space between your knees, and I want you to breathe in by inflating your belly, and breathe out by deflating your belly. And lift. And we're going to hold this position for 3 minutes, allowing the spine to settle into the floor and allow extension on the spine. So this is an excellent exercise to reduce the rotation of the torso. Remember I told you that the torso compensates and turns to find its center? Well, this is going to help that rotation decrease. You're going to allow the belly to rise and the belly to empty with air. When a person has the torso rotated, I want you to think of the lungs inside. They rotate with it. So one side of the lung, right, of the torso has more space than the other. This position automatically gets rid of the rotation because gravity pulls it down. So your ability to inflate your lungs is present at all times, and it's symmetric and balanced on both sides. That's why this exercise is so wonderful when you come back home from a really stressful day, you were sitting for too many hours. This just allows you to relax and decrease tension in the spine and the ribs. Allows better breathing. Because of that, more oxygen going through the system. Let's hold this for 1 more minute. We have a wonderful routine today. Let's see how many exercises we can do in our time. Perfect. Now, I want you to bring the arms straight out of your body on a 90 degree. That means the arm is straight out of the shoulder. I want you to make a fist on each one of your hands and extend the elbow. This is called static back arm rotation. So what you're going to do is you're going to rotate the arm in one direction and then in the other 10 times. The elbow is extended, so the wrist is the one that is in contact with the floor, and the movement is coming from the shoulder itself. So avoid bending the knees, the elbows. Let's do 6 more. 6, 5, 4. Feel the rotation coming from the shoulder. 3, 2, 1, and rest for a moment. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Let's do another set of 10. For 10, as you rotate into one direction and then the other, counts like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest for a moment. Another set. Every time you turn the arm in this position, you're allowing the shoulder blade to come into a better position. The shoulder blade is resting on the rib cage. So you're changing the position of the torso. You're helping the floor with the rotation to release the rotation of the torso, if that makes sense. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now bend the elbows. Make sure from your shoulder to the elbow to the hand, you're in a 90. So we call this position the goal post. So think of a goalie, and this is his post. What we're going to do is we are going to rotate again from the shoulder. We're going to go down in one direction, and then we're going to go up in the other. I want you to make sure that your fist stays on the same alignment of the elbow, which means you're not going out or you're not going in. You're going straight up and straight down. As you go through the motion, avoid allowing the wrist to move before so you touch the floor. The wrist needs to be long. So if you don't touch the floor, it's okay. All is going on is that there is a limitation on your ability to the shoulder move, and that's okay. That's what we're doing this. Avoid moving the wrist before, especially when you go down. You don't want to bend here. Go where your body allows you to be. Let's do 5 more here. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come back to center. Take a deep breath through your belly. Breathe out, and let's do it again. We're going to go down and we're going to go up. Keep that 90-degree angle on both of your arms. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly rest there for a moment. Let's do the third set. Here we go. And 1 and 2. Feel what's happening in your body. Breathe normally. 3. So again, you're working from the shoulder, but this time your elbow is bent. And 5 and 6, 7. If you feel cracking or if you're cracking, it's okay. Don't worry about it as long as there's no pain. 1 more time. Beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to grab our belt. Here's my belt. Whatever belt you have. And you're going to pass the loop through your legs right above the knees. The space that I'm looking between your knees is a fist. So make sure you tie your belt enough that if you put the hand between your knees, there's only a fist distance between them. Once you are in position, go back into static back, bringing the legs really close, open the arms straight out, and you're going to press the belt with the legs outward, about 50% of your strength for 2 seconds, and then you're going to release it. Keep the arms in 45, palms up, breathe through your belly, relax your butt, and let's count. 1, and then release. Relax your belly, relax your butt. 2, press out for 2 seconds and then release. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do this 20 times. 7 and 8, 9, 10, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Take a deep breath again through your belly, allowing the diaphragm to move, and then release. Let's do the second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to take the bell out and come and sit on your chair, please. Okay, so we are going to sit on our chair. We're going to make sure that our feet are straight forward. I don't think I can see my feet here. So when you sit down, you want to make sure that your ankle bones are in line with your knees and your knees are in line with your hip. Okay, now with your hands, I want you to manually roll your hips and create an arch on your lower back. So you're not protruding the rib cage. It's all about the pelvis. So you're rolling from here and feeling your sit bones as your new feet, as the spine goes straight up with the ears. Once you are in this position, what I want you to do is arm circles. You're going to put your fingers in the Goldfish grip by putting your fingertips in the first pad of the hand. You're going to extend the arms straight out of your body. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and keep that natural arch on the lower back. We're going to do 40 circles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Turn your palms up and put your thumbs back. As you turn, I want you to try to turn more from here. Remember, we did it on the floor. We were turning the arm. And let's go backwards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, and rest. I want you to take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now try to breathe with your belly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do it all over again. Remember the Goldfish grip. Extend the wrist. Extend the elbows. Shoulder blades together and down. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Longer arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Turn your palms up. Turn your thumbs back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lower them. And let's go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Rest your arms. Okay, sitting for scoliosis, what sitting does is reduces that elevation. When you're sitting on the chair, the hip can't go up because you're not going to sit like this. So the sitting is going to help that elevation to eventually bring the torso to center. That's why we did this, to reduce rotation and to bring the torso back to center. The next exercise is called windmill. You can extend the hands really wide and the arms straight out of your body in a 90, shoulder blades down. You're going to incline the torso to one side and then the other 10 times. 10. So this is going to help that hip that is elevated and that torso that is leaning into the side more than the other. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, extend the arms, 9, 10, and rest for a moment. So you might feel, if you have an elevation, that the hip wants to move off the chair. Make sure the hip doesn't move. It has to be stable. You're moving from all the circumference of the chest. That's where you're moving from. Let's do it again for 10. And 10. 9. Guys, you're doing really good. 8. Keep reaching. Challenge it. 7. 6. Make sure the knees don't move. 5. Keep the arch in the lower back. 4. Sit more towards your sitting bones. Avoid reaching forward with the torso. 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1 and rest. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move the chair and we're going to do standing windmill. So if you have a wall, take your computer, your iPad or your laptop with the chair and come into the wall. I don't have a wall. Remember, in here the wall talks. So we're going to keep our feet straight. Imagine you are against the wall, heels on the wall, butt on the wall, back of the shoulders, back of the hands. Extend the arms straight out of the body. And we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to do 5. 5, 4, 3, keep the arms long, shoulder blades down, 2, and 1. I want you to open the legs a little wider, about 2.5 feet. Toes forward, extend the arms straight out, and let's do it again. 4, 5. It doesn't matter on which side you start. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now open your legs super wide. Keep the toes forward and extend straight out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now cross your fingers and place them on the back of your head and open your elbows. If you are against the wall, press your elbows against it. If you're not, I want you to imagine there's a wall behind you with a magnet and it's pulling your elbows back. Lower your shoulders. You don't want to be here. Lower them. Open your elbows and press them back. And we're going to go sideways for 10. 10. Open your elbows. 9. 8. 7. 6. Lower the armpits. 5. 4. 3, 2, 1. Lower the arms and now bring your feet to the first position, which is about half a foot, and let's do the windmill for 5. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring back the chair or the couch or shelf. We're going to stand behind the back of the chair. We're going to do an exercise called 3-position toe risers. It's all about lifting in a vertical position. We're trying to connect ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, and ear. So we're going to lift into our tippy toes. So the feet there's a little space between them. That's the position we're going to reach. When you lift, you're not pushing forward and you're not pushing your hips either. It's all about lowering the rib cage and taking the pubic bone down and back between the legs, creating the arch. And let's do 10. 10, concentrate on lifting vertically. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The second position where you're here, you're going to turn your feet out, but you're going to keep the space between your ankles. And we're going to do 10 here. 10. This exercise is all about bringing the body to the center of gravity. As we work vertically, we're trying to connect all our major joints, and we're trying to put the same amount of demand on both of our feet. A person that has scoliosis lost their center. We're trying to bring it a little bit more bilateral. And of course, we're working your feet. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. The third position, we're going to go into pigeon toe, where the toes, the big toes touch. And the ball of the foot of the inside of the big toe has to be on the ground. The more you press it inward, the more you will stay here. So as you go up and down, your toes might want to separate. Put the weight on the inside of the foot. And here we go. 10, 9, I want you to concentrate in vertical. 8, come all the way up to your ankles. Even if your background is a ballerina, I want you to grab the chair. That's going to help you really get your body into a more challenge for the feet. 4 more. 4, 3. The range of motion is much bigger if you grab the chair. 1 more time. Okay, we're going to do it again. We're going to go again into the parallel position, and we're going to lift. 10, all the way up, guys. 9, 8, get those feet moving. 7, 6, 5, 4, lower the ribs. 3, 2, 1, turn your toes out, keep the space between your heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring your toes inward into pigeon toe, and let's do the last set for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now, the most comfortable thing to do is turn around and have a seat in your chair. So come sit in your chair. Put your ankle knees underneath your knees, not behind, not forward. And we're going to do cats and dogs. From your pelvis, you're going to roll back, and you're going to roll forward. And again, you're going to roll back. When you do, you can drop your head. And then when your hips roll forward, you pick up your head. Please pay attention on moving from your pelvis, from your hips. The spine is going to follow. What I don't want you to do is work from your shoulder. It's not really there. If I put my hands on my shoulders, even though I'm creating flexion and extension on the spine, the shoulder alignment in relation to the sitting bone doesn't change, and the shoulder doesn't do anything. 3 more. 3 and 2. So this is all about flexion and extension of the spine. And if you're sitting, no elevation. One more time. So now we're going to grab the belt again, and you're going to put it through your knees. And again, what I'm looking for, the space of a fist between your knees. You're going to plant your feet on the ground, arch your lower back, and this is called sitting static abduction. Abduction means press out. So all you're going to do is you're going to press your legs out and hold them. Hold them. You're not pressing and releasing, you're just holding. You're going to roll your hips, creating an arch in your lower back, and you're going to hold this position right there. And you're not going to move it. You're going to breathe in and out through your belly. Again, the arches here is not on your chest, so keep the rib cage pulling down. Keep your belly sticking out and keep pressing that belt. When you press against resistance and you don't move it, you keep the press. It's called isometric contraction, and that is what you're doing. You're pressing and you're holding it, and you're not moving. Just by holding this position, if the torso moves, is leaning into the side or the other, or is forward or back, just by creating that tension, the torso goes back to center. So for people that have scoliosis, that the torso is on one side and the hip is on the other, this is an excellent exercise. Because as we stay here for 3 minutes, we're going to stay here for 3. We've been doing 1. So for 3 minutes staying here, the body starts returning to its natural alignment. And that's what we want. Bring symmetry and balance into the body when the right and the left side are doing exactly the same and they look the same. Scoliosis people is not the same. Relax the muscles inside of your glutes. You've done 1.5 minutes. You're halfway there, guys. And we're more than halfway on the routine, so you guys are doing terrific. Keep breathing. Keep pressing the knees out. Keep the tension going. How much? About 50%. Belly relaxed. Muscles inside of the butt completely relaxed. We've got about 45 seconds to go. Keep holding your position. Keep pressing the belt out. Keep going, guys. Breathe. And you might feel tremendous discomfort here. Please know that you're not injuring yourself by keeping this position. The position is changing from what it was. So that change requires a lot of things to move. So think of the deepest part of the body, the bone. So think of the bone is covered by fascia, then you get the ligaments, then you get the tendons, then you get the nerves, then the muscles, then the fat and the skin. Everything moves with the bone. If I'm moving the structure of the bone, this is why everything feels uncomfortable, but it won't be for long. All right, time is up. We're gonna take the belt out, we're gonna move the chair, and we're gonna lie down facing down on the mat in what we call prone position. Make sure you have your belt and you have the block with you. Before you lie down, you're going to put your belt through your ankles. Now, it came from the knees, so you have to tighten it a little bit more so you have a space about 2 fists between your ankles. So I'm going to tie it a little bit tighter, just a little bit more, and you're going to lie down, prone position on your belly. Put one hand on top of the other, open the elbows, keep your shoelaces down, and put your forehand on your hands. Right already in this position, the spine is trying to get that extension. The pelvis can move, rotation disappears. Make sure that your armpits are moving down, even in this position. Pressing the ankles against the belt, I want you to bend the knees, bring them all the way up into your butt, and then come back. This is called prone hamstring curls with strap. We're going to do this 2 sets of 20. 2, drop the armpits. 3, relax the butt. 4, 5, 6, open your elbows wide. 7, relax your belly and your butt. 8, how much you lift your ankles all the way to the butt. 9, 10, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest for a moment. Take a couple of deep breaths. Take a deep breath through your belly, and let's do the second set. But before we do that, why don't you wiggle your hip a little bit side to side? Just a little bit and feel. Now hold it to center, and you might be a little bit more in line now. Let's go again for 20. 1, 2, press the belt against your legs, or your legs against the belt. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the belt out of the way. And now we're going to put the block or the pillows between your knees. I want to show you something. So I mentioned that when you have one hip higher than the other one, the torso goes to the side. It also happens underneath, not only above. When the hip is lifted, the legs move into the side. So scoliosis people look like that. When you have an elevation on the hip, the torso is going to go to one side, but the legs are going to go to the other side as well. So that's why we work legs and upper body to correct the entire alignment. Everything is connected from top to bottom, so I want you to think of that. Yes, I'm correcting hip, but the hip is connected to the torso, and the hip is connected to the legs. So I started in the upper body, I'm going to the lower. Place your pillow or block, whatever you have home, between your feet. And lie down again in the same prone position with your hands one on top of the other, open your elbows. You're going to bend the knees, keeping your ankles right on top of your alignment of the knees. Flex your feet, that means toes pointing down to the floor. Elbows wide, shoulder blades down, and forehead on the floor between your hands. With the inside of your ankle, I want you to press the pillow and release it for about 2 seconds, 50% of your strength, 2 sets of 20. And 1, 2, pull the armpits down. 3, make sure your ankles are on top of your knees. 4, I know it's hard to measure and hard to see in this position. Concentrate on bringing your ankles closer to your butt. That will help. 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest for a moment. We got one more set to go. And lift it up, take a deep breath in, and let's go to the second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, flex your feet, relax your butt. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, block aside, and let's turn to position facing up, supine into hook line. Hook line is when you bend your knees and you open the arms. You're gonna bring the arms into a 90. Pick up one of your ankles. Let's all do the left one. Put it on top of the right knee, flex the foot, and rotate the pelvis to the right until the left foot touches the ground with the toes and the heel. Once you're there, you're gonna press the inside of the knee into the outside of the knee, and then you're gonna turn your head into the left side. Keep pressing the inside of the knee into the outside, using the muscles of your hip, not using your hand. And every time you breathe out, elongate your ribs down and breathe with your belly. We're gonna hold this for 1 minute. Keep breathing. Keep pressing the knee. Is it constant? Again, isometric press. We've got 15 seconds. So keep pressing the knee outward. You're not pressing and releasing. You're pressing and holding. Isometric press. Relax your belly, relax your butt. And very slowly bring it back to center. Put your feet on the ground. Pick up your second leg, your right one, and press your ankle and put it on top of the knee. Rotate your pelvis to your left side. Put your foot on the ground. Toes, ball of the foot and heels. Open the knee from the inside to the outside using the muscles of your hip, and turn your head into your right side. Breathe in and out, elongating the ribs. You're breathing with your belly. So avoid protruding the rib cage. You want to elongate it down because we want the muscles of the back to be the ones getting most of the benefit here. So this is an excellent exercise to reduce rotation of pelvis and torso. It is a rotation itself. So sometimes you have to trigger the body with what it has. So if you have a rotation, in this case, I'm creating rotation on one side and then the other to reduce the rotation that the torso already has. In scoliosis people, the torso is rotated and it's stuck there. It doesn't go back to center, it's just stuck. So we are going into the same side and then the other side to eventually move it back to where it needs to be. Keep pressing, guys. A little bit more. Ten seconds. And very slowly come back to center. Lower the arms to 45, palms up, pick up your heels. The distance from your feet to your knees is not very close and it's not way too far. It's right in the middle. I want you to lift your heels off the ground at all times. Keep your pubic bone forward and your hips parallel to the floor. This exercise is called isolated hip flexor lifts. What you're going to do is you're going to lift one of your legs from the floor about 4 inches off the ground and come back. The movement is coming from the hip. You're not kicking the leg. The flexion of the knee doesn't change. You're going to lift and lower 20 times. Let's do 2 and 3. Keep the weight on the butt. 4, relax your head and your shoulders. 5, 6, we're going to do this 20 times. Elongate the ribs. 7, breathe with your belly. 8, 9, 10 more. Again, shift the weight to your butt. Keep the upper body light. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's switch leg for 10, 9, 8. Keep both heels lifted. 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do another set. If you're getting cramps really bad, do the work with your heels down. If you're feeling shaking, just let it be there. Second set. 1, 2, 3. Breathe with your belly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch, last set, last leg. 1, 2, you're getting there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop your heels, and we're going to do pelvis tilt for 10. So it's all about rocking your pelvis down and then rolling the hips up. So the hip goes down and the hip goes down. This is different from lifting. Lifting is called bridging. This is called pelvis tilt because you're tilting pubic bone and hip. They're moving. There's a rocking going on in the pelvis, massaging the sacrum. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And our last exercise, stand up, everybody. We're going to do standing shoulder rolls. You got to the end of your class. It's wonderful. All right, align your feet. Keep your shoulders in the same alignment of your ankles. Hang the arms, and let's do shoulder rolls. For 10, go all around. 9, 8. I want you to really exaggerate it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to do it one more time in both directions. For 10, 9, exaggerated. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse it. Last one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is the end of your class, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and being part of it. Again, this is Lisa Nudel from Pain Free at Sea Posture Alignment. Have a beautiful day. Bless. Peace. Love you guys. Love you.
Thank you so much. Incredible class. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so happy that you guys are here. You have the opportunity. Remember, you can always go to the recording and you can look at them anytime. Wait.
Yes. Thanks. The wonderful class. Thank you.